Oh, well, my name's Fox, right? So today I'm at Fox and Amphibia, episode 2, but it's really like 2 parts. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to do the Molly McGee thing where I started doing each episode like, yes, 7, 8. I'm like, yeah. Also, this shirt feels damn amazing. Mystery Shack, go get it. I love it. This is Hop Till You Drop and Turning Point, I think. One, I love it. I'm really loving this season a lot. I'm really loving this season a lot because, again, like I said, I think in the last episode, Amphibia, what Amphibia does extremely well, I've said this a lot, is the finales, and I see this entire, this is LAN, is my Wi-Fi, this LAN is my LAN, so landline? As far as I reference something else. This season, this entire season, at least season 3, I think is like basically very much a giant finale. At least to me, it is. Everything that's been set up before is coming to a head, and again, like I said, the show is beautiful with its finales. The finales are some of the best ones in Disney series. And I actually really like this. I really like this season. Or at least these few episodes, where this whole season, Anne learns, like, basically kind of the flip side of her time in Amphibia, where instead of it being, she's the character, the fish out of water, who's thrown into this strange new world, it's the opposite. Now the planters are that one, are now those fish out of water, where Polly gets in the fights, Sprig nearly jumps into a wood chipper.
Ooh, that looks fun.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, this is a very smart way to not have the whole, animate wood chips flying out.
Ooh, that looks fun.
And then, Sprig almost getting straight into wood chipper, and then Hop Pop getting into scams, which I think half the scams technically wouldn't even really affect him, because they're like, oh yes, you need the first 4 digits of your social security number, your bank account, and it's like, he doesn't have any of those, at least not here. But basically Anne takes them to the mall, where she basically throws them into the deep end, which I kind of understand what she means by this, surprisingly. Like, she's saying, her idea is, okay, you all want to learn how the world works, we're going to go to the mall, and you have to learn trial by fire. Also, for some reason, I really love all the poses and animation in this episode.
Greg almost got turned into wood chips.
Like, wait. I'm trying to see if I can find some. Like, just stuff like how Anne leaning against the fridge, or again that, or hell that.
Slow and steady ain't gonna cut it. You three will be dead.
Also, I do like how, like, the parents basically say that she's pretty much acting as the parent.
Well, slow and steady, like how I'm easing this egg into. Dang it!
See, this is why the dad would never be able to beat Kingdom Hearts, because Kingdom Hearts 3, because he would never be able to beat the egg challenge. I hate that challenge so much. The cracking the eggs to cook the fields. Oh my god, I hated those ones. I did when I was trying to, I forgot what it is. I think it's to get the Oblivion Keyblade. Like, you have to do all of them and get, like, gold in all of them and all this stuff. I literally made sure to do all the egg ones first. And if I failed, I restarted the whole game. That way I didn't have to go find more ingredients, so I could get those egg ones done, because those were the hardest ones to freaking do, and I hated them. But I did it, and I got Oblivion.
Just be patient.
But yeah, I don't know. Something about the simple animation, but also like the poses that they give Anne is really good. Also, Polly just wanting to fight kids is amazing.
Bring it on, humans!
Free money, and all I have to do is give you my bank account numbers?
Something like that. That is a good image.
Yep.
That is a good image. And again, what Anne said here, what Anne does here, basically,
I got from that guy.
you don't have a social security number, so that doesn't work.
No.
Something like that, like those poses.
The responsible thing to do is to train you all at once at the most chaotic and dangerous place I know.
In a sense, I kind of understand where she's going with boots. Okay. I mean, there's a bunch of jokes here. Soap World. Old maybe. That one's stupid as hell. That's old no. But because here's the thing, at least for me, like a defining moment, at least for quote unquote independence, I guess for myself, it was a time where I did go to the mall by myself. Mind you, it was like my brother was going to the driver's ed that was at the mall, and like I was with him, but I couldn't stay in the class with him, and I'm like, what do I do? I didn't have phone or anything. I'm like if I walk alone, I'll get lost. And he's just like, just go out there and just come back. And I'm like, okay. So hold on a minute. Sorry, back, but like I'm like okay, and like I just walked around the mall, and I'm like, this is amazing. If I want to jump over this banister, I can. No one can stop me except security. I like, mind you, I didn't jump over the banister, though. This does way later on kind of fall into one point where I did climb up the side of like a brick wall at the outside brick yard here in Chicago. The mall that I was at was in Texas. That I first went. But anyways, beside the point. But basically, like me just walking around the mall by myself, going into stores and stuff like that. I had no money. I couldn't buy shit. But I did. But almost every day that I was with my brother at his driver's ed thing, and he was doing the driver's ed there, I did go to GameStop. And just for a reference of when exactly this was, I was playing the demo of Infamous. Like almost every day, like doing like the good ending and stuff like that, and replaying it over and over because I love that game. I didn't have the game, nor did I have a PlayStation at the time. I had an Xbox 360. So just to give you time and reference of when exactly this was, so like I like that. I like I kind of understand what she's getting. Like, you know, like honestly, like I said, take them to the mall so they learn about the world. I'm like, you know what? I kind of understand that a bit. Also, it's weird how like the mall is kind of like cut in half. Like it just says mall and then just blank. I'm like, why? Oh, Bamboo. I just noticed the Panda Express knockoff in the background of the other one. Also, I just realized that this pretzel thing is most likely an Auntie Anne's, which is in every damn mall ever. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just, for some reason, it's more simplistic here. I don't know. I like these. I like this episode a lot, animation-wise.
Where I learned life's most important skills, and where you're gonna learn the lessons you need to survive in my world.
Survive? Your world
Jesus.
is soft, Anne.
Yeah, I mean, the animals don't even try to disembowel you.
I actually really do like Sprig's getup.
Yeah, we don't need no stinking trash.
Just that smug face alone, too, is beautiful. I don't know. There's a lot of good Anne scenes in this one. And I don't know. Maybe it's also because I actually really prefer her Season 3 design over her Season 1 and 2 designs. I don't know. Maybe just because I hate school uniforms. At least those kind of school uniforms. Like, I would, like, I don't know if schools still have them or not. Because for at least I've heard, like, school uniforms are slowly kind of being phased out. But when I was going to school, you always had to have a uniform where it was the button-up polo, the dress pants, the black shoes or whatever the hell. Maybe sneakers or, gym shoes. And I hated it. I hated all of it. I hated it so much. If I could just wear my regular clothes, I probably would have liked school a lot more. But they didn't. And not to mention, high school-wise, freshman year, I went to a school where, like, if you didn't have your belt, you had a demerit, and you had to stay at homework detention. And shit, like, I hated school. I hated school. If there's a lot of things that could, I'm pretty sure if, mind you, now I would love to get some, like, access to a lot of things that school would provide like that, but still, like, I hated school. If they let me dress how I wanted, I'm pretty sure I would have liked school at least a little bit more. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I think that's probably the reason why. I think I like Anne's outfit in this way more than I did in her other seasons.
I'd come up with a specific task for each.
This episode was good. Also, Construct a Carnivore, which is a joke of Build-A-Bear, honestly is kind of cooler than a Build-A-Bear because you actually build your almost like a toy or action figure, which I think is way cooler than than regular Build-A-Bear. But I'm sure it's just expensive.
To that store and build a custom plushie
And I think it is just her design is way better. I like in this season.
without fighting anyone.
Child's play.
The opening theme song also kind of shows Anne in her season 1 and 2 outfit, but with the armor on. I'm hoping she doesn't wear that again. Mind you, I want her to wear the armor again. I want her to wear the armor over this. I don't want her to wear her original clothing. I don't. Maybe get twigs in her hair again. Yes. Other than that, I don't want to see the original clothing again. But yeah, basically, short thing for this. Sends them on a thing. Polly has to go in there, control her rage, where there's a bunch of kids in there, which, I'm going to say right now, screw this store and screw all of its customers.
I think there's been a misunderstanding, but that's... What the? Hey, lady! Your chubby spawn is ruining my work!
I am on Polly's side 100% in this store, because screw these women. Screw all of these women. They are not watching their kids. Their kids are just running around destroying shit. I hate these people.
Did you just call my kid a spawn?
Yes, she did. Because it is. It is a spawn from hell.
Focus, Polly.
Also, it's kind of funny that Polly is a baby, but also I guess babies in Amphibia must be more quote-unquote mature.
Scene.
Also, her outfit's really good, too.
You know what? It's fine. I'll just get more... Hey!
Must contain...
Sprig has to learn not to be, I don't know, kind of klepto? Not really klepto.
The house.
I'm not sure what the hell that is.
It's fun.
But I do know that's a cactar. I do know that is a cactar. That is a good Final Fantasy reference to throw in there. I applaud you. I don't know, storyboarders. I feel like a lot of the background characters, I'm pretty sure, are either creators or like staff on Amphibia. Because it wouldn't surprise, the way these two are designed would not surprise me if these two are actually like actual creators in the show or staff in the show, which would make also sense. And also it makes it way easier to make background characters because you just use people that you actually know. Like, all right, I got a basis. Hey, come here, Jeff.
Must be some kind of performance piece.
I also do like the light pink in her hair. Hot Pop sent through kiosk thing where they try to sell free shit to you, which
Just need your ID. It's 100% no strings attached. Free.
he has no ID, so that doesn't work. What the hell? Also, I love the classic stranger danger. Like, I haven't seen this, I think, since, like, in a cartoon at least, since Dexter's Lab. Like, what? Like, who are these pictures even around anymore? Does anyone even, like, if anything, the reason why I love Anne's style and how all of these characters' styles, also, Anne has friends outside of Sasha and Marcy, which I kind of like. But the reason why I probably like their style, as well as, like, all of their clothing choices, is probably because they're 90s clothes, I think. Because I feel like stuff like I would see in the 90s when they were trying to make the cool kids. But, like, now it's just, like, they're just giving it to everyone, and I like that. I don't know. Especially, like, this kind of shirt, I feel like the baseball shirt was kind of very 90s-esque. I don't know. I love it, though. I'm loving it. Also, I do love how you could definitely tell when Sprig and... You can tell that Sprig and Hop Hop are both related from this scene.
Chains.
And then let's see. That's right. I was like, damn it. That's right. I almost got it exact right time.
They didn't know it, but they ended up going to the same restaurant.
Over 22 too. And like, this episode is not much. Also, like right here, that's a really, really good pose. That is a really, I don't know, this scene, I don't know. I think it is the design of Anne, but I don't know, maybe the expressions are also just feel very good in this, and maybe it's because there's more human characters too mixed with the frog characters. I don't know. Oh, yeah, him just destroying shit.
I may have done something! Oh, shoot. Good to see you, Gabs. Gotta go.
Later in. Glad to be back from Alaska.
Oh yeah, her family's farm in Alaska. Oh, I almost forgot. I can't forget this. Freaking pulls a Cinderella. What the hell is it with cartoons being like, yeah, we need to do the breaking a beer bottle to shank a person?
Someone get the manager!
Now you want to get the manager. You pieces of shit. I hate all of you. I hate those mothers so much. Especially because you see like all the shit that the babies are doing. I don't know. Maybe I'm hyping this too much. I hate the
Dating since second grade.
I hate those moms. Also, but I do like this bit.
Play trial by fire is really
See? Faces. I don't know. The faces are really good in this.
paying off.
OMG. Anne? Is it really you?
Where have you been?
Is it true you went missing or ran away or died or something? Don't
Yes, she died, you dumbass.
be ridiculous, Gabby. I was just at my family's farm in Alaska.
She's also, in a sense, the only part lying about is Alaska, because the planners are, in a sense, her family now, too, and she was on their farm.
For 5 months.
Well, now
And she was, when she was there for like a month, maybe, she was in Utopia.
back, I gotta catch you up on all the hot goss.
Listen, I'm sorta...
So, Bridget got mad at Carlos because she thought Carlos went to the movies with Johanna.
She just pops up.
Yoko. So then Yoko and Bridget stopped being DFS until they both got mad at Tommy because Tommy said we've only been dating since second grade.
Again, wait, dating since the second what? Okay, let's just keep moving.
This madness needs to stop.
What baby has the power to just rip a stuffed animal in half? And also, why is no one stopping these children? Like, is there no one working here? Are these parents just not paying attention to their kids? I'm harping on this because it really annoys me, because I know there are people like this, and I hate it. Also, Hot Pop's green because of chlorine. I'm not sure why that is, but I'm just going to assume that's a thing. Her design is too specific to just be a background character. This is why I'm pretty sure also Princess Peach. I just realized that with the hair and the crown. Her design is too specific, or their design is too specific to just be a random background character. I'm pretty sure this is another cast, like another person who is on the staff. Music is also really good too.
Can I help you, ladies?
Why, yes, we're looking for a ruffian who is making trouble for our little angel.
I hate you so much, and I want to dunk your head in that chlorine-filled pool that turns your face green. Fountain.
I've got just the guy. Excuse me, sir. I have a number of ladies here who would
The stare is amazing.
like to complain.
You listen here, Mr.
Headquarters, I got a pack of MIDs. That is moms in distress here. Send back up! Send back up!
Manager.
That is honestly a really nice background image. I like that. I love that a lot. I always love seeing like the rolling hills in the background and stuff. I love that so damn much.
Well, guess we failed our trials.
And again, like another thing I like about this is it kind of like Anne's like, oh, you know, I had to, she's like, oh yeah, I got through Amphibia and acclimated really quickly, even though again, we already know that is a lie. That is a massive lie. And they even like amp that up on these bits too.
It worked for me in Amphibia.
Yeah, remember when she was looking at her phone and walked right into that pool of quicksand?
Which just makes me question what she was looking at because she didn't have internet.
Or when she was napping outside and a swarm of skull suckers tried to carry her away?
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like again, the way I want to bring it up is the build-up. Anne did not acclimate extremely well to Amphibia immediately. She did not. And we know that because we've seen the show. This is payoff for all that. We know immediately, like, yeah, like, they say, oh, yeah, the planners, and it's like, yeah, these planners are taking too long to acclimate. It's like, and it took you 2 seasons to nearly make it out alive. Come on now. Like, we know, like, you didn't acclimate like that either. Come on. Like, it's payoff for that. And I like that. I like how, they come to that conclusion.
And we were always looking out for you, even if you didn't always notice.
Thanks, guys. I had no idea, and I'll try to do better about easing you into this place.
Damn, that's cute. I like that. I like that a lot. And then, obviously, we have the next episode, which I'm pretty sure I've already talked about half an hour. Yep, alright. So I'm going to try to speed through this. Turning point. This takes place right after Marcy's stab. We pretty much see from Sasha's point of view. The box! Yep!
Marcy!
We don't see the hole, though. Give me 1 minute. We don't see the hole, which kind of stinks, but because you could have just showed a black hole there, and it probably would have worked a lot better.
Well, no matter.
Either case,
I still have the box.
you have the box, but it's not fully charged, and I'm gonna go ahead and assume that's why he doesn't just blast Warwood out of existence, because right after this, one, you have Marcy's new mom is trying to make a break for it, which they're holding hands, which I really love, and is cute.
With me?
We're with you. Definitely with you.
Good. Get her to a rejuvenation tank and make it snappy. She's fading fast.
Also, I'm pretty sure anyone you stab in the chest with a lightsaber is going to be fading fast.
There's nothing we can do for her. Now let's move before someone...
Also, one thing I actually really love about this episode is all the Frobo designs. And I'll show more in a minute, but...
So what's the plan, Captain?
I'm gonna have to toss you out the window.
The window?
A flawless escape.
And did you have a plan for after you threw us out a window?
Nope. Not a one.
Well, that's lucky. Excellent work, George Sparrow.
George Sparrow.
Anne, Marcy, please be alright.
And again, you see Sasha slowly starting to contemplate, worry. What is it?
Has been captured. Looks like we'll have to take shelter somewhere and...
Too many loose ends.
Let's see here.
So little time.
I think that's a regular, like, soldier Frobo that we saw in the second season.
Follow them.
I want to bring it up because you have that Frobo, you actually have, the original Frobo that we saw.
Our army has been captured. Looks like we'll have to take shelter somewhere.
Captured, yeah, totally not blown off the map at one point.
And come up with a new strategy.
Okay, but where do we even go?
Obviously, then they land in Wartwood as saying they're saviors sent by Anne, which...
Terrible news. The king has turned out to be a ruthless tyrant of unspeakable power.
Well, I never voted for him.
Congrats, you know what a king and / tyrant are.
Anne and the planters had to go on a daring mission, but they sent us to protect you.
Technically, he's not lying. They did go on a daring mission.
Fine frogs in the meantime. Right, Sasha?
There's no way they're gonna trust us just because we name-dropped Anne.
Not with that attitude.
And obviously they do. Because they know Anne is a good person. What the flying hell? What the hell? Nope, not doing that. Sorry. I don't know what the hell that was. Okay, let's keep going.
Always looking out for us.
Why, that's wonderful. Rest easy tonight, folks, because Anne's best friend is here to watch over us.
But I like this, even like Sasha not wanting to get inside the house because she knows, like, she doesn't want to lie and she feels like a bad person. Even though I will say, like, what was it? At some point, I don't know when it is, Grimes says, "Oh, do you feel bad because you inadvertently created a tyrant and gave the box to the king?" And I'm like, no, don't rewrite history. Sasha saved Amphibia from Andreas, and Anne and Marcy put it back in peril when they got the music box and gave it back to Andreas. Like, Grime and Sasha are technically the heroes in season 2. Like, don't rewrite that. Like, that is a thing that happened. Like, I was like, Grimes, you're thinking of the wrong people.
I think I'll sleep in the barn.
And I like that she kind of feels like she needs to make herself pay somehow. Also, why destroy the bed? I also feel like it is going to be a callback some later on. Also, I feel like there was a picture in there.
Now that is a big potato.
Oh, a tiny snail. And a bigger snail. Well, don't mind me. I'm gonna go sleep in the corner with the rest of the trash. It's all someone like me deserves.
Worm cakes, which again she sees all the niceties from Wortwood, and also again building up off of past seasons again is this scene, because Wally, that was his name. I called him Willie in my notes. Like the same thing with Anne saying, you know, I acclimated Amphibia extremely well, and we know immediately that's a lie. This bit, because everything Wally says here is true.
Any friend of Anne's is a friend of mine.
That's touching. Look, I gotta go.
Yes, she's taught me many lessons, showing me the importance of honesty.
Him hiding who he truly was.
Being true to yourself.
Again, same episode.
The meaning of friendship.
Her believing about the Sasquatch, whatever, out there.
I've been working on a song about it.
So, like, again, it's built up from the past seasons, and it's all paying off here. Like, everything he says isn't just out of the blue. He is telling the truth, and it isn't just like, oh yeah, Ant's just such a great person. No, we've seen all this happen. I like that. That's really cool that we're seeing that.
No, can't right now. Very busy protecting the town for Anne and stuff. Ugh. I swear, if one more country bumpkin. Free bread.
That was just an amazing entrance.
Anyone?
Ah, get away from me!
Don't want the extra carbs, eh? I get it.
Great news! I got a message from Beatrix. She's hiding underground.
Why does Beatrix sound familiar? Other than I know that's his sister, but like, isn't Beatrix also a character in something else? Like, the name, at least.
That avoided capture. They've got weapons, soldiers, and fortification.
This is so sketchy.
We've got to join her.
Why? So we can come up with another cruddy plan that fails and ends up hurting the people we love?
Ooh, no need to be a downer. You want another storm?
Which, also, another thing that I like about this is,
What is it this time? Look.
another thing I like about this, too, is when Grimes does tell her to confront, like, whatever the hell she needs to confront. He isn't a jerk about it. Like, he says, like, you know, get your shit together. We need to go. We have a fight we gotta work. Like, he doesn't just abandon her or, like, show, like, he's a jerk or whatever. He actually is nice to her. And says, like, look, you have to come to terms with whatever the hell it is because we need to go. And I understand that.
Muffins or cake or whatever
Also,
else you...
Also, let's see. I think this is still the soldier Frobo.
They must have tracked us here.
Go for the legs!
Also, this at least just shows that Sasha is still a badass. Even though the way she would have cut it in half, but whatever. But also, I don't know what happened to her other sword. I guess maybe she's gonna find Anne's sword and use that. But like her silver sword, for just some random reason, is gone for the rest of this fight.
Signal reinforcements.
Dang thing was calling for help. There's probably a whole army of them on their way now. Let's pack up. We're getting out of here.
What? We can't leave these frogs to face them on their own. What about that old lady who gave us a pie?
Lieutenant, these bumpkins will only slow us down. And if I'm being honest, that pie crust was soggy.
And in a sense, yeah, Grime isn't the heroic type, really, except for the people that he cares about, like Sasha, which we see later on.
I know it's harsh, but Wortwood is done for. We need to rejoin our forces and make plans for the coming war.
No, enough with the plans. And the schemes. I'm done.
What? But you love schemes. Lies, manipulation, backstabbing. It's like your thing.
He's not wrong.
Since when have you cared?
since I saw the consequences.
See, and I like that. You're slowly seeing that turning point where she doesn't like who she is. And we're slowly seeing her become, I guess, a better person. Like, she like, that's the thing about Sasha. And, like, people are just like, I hate Sasha. I'm like, I don't know why. Like, she, like, yeah, she got sent to this world against her will, too. But even, like, her taking over the kingdom and all this stuff, one, unintentionally saved the world for a minute. And then, two, was like, you know, my friends are gonna rule by my side. Like, Marcy straight like said, like, oh, no, you guys don't need a life. You guys are coming with me. Like, I'm just, nothing against Marcy, but I'm like, Marcy did a way bigger bad.
Listen, Lieutenant, whatever you're dealing with, you need to confront it. Go into that house, face what burdens you, and when you've got your head back on straight, come join me. Please.
See, he wants Sasha to come with it. It's not just, you know, get your shit together. It's like, you know, you have to confront whatever it is you need, and you have to come with me, and please come with me. Like, I like that. Like, again, Grimes is like the best stepdad in this show. Is like one of the best stepdads in Disney history. Which is really funny because there's a lot of shitty parents in this show. Not like the main, I love the planners, but by God, were they dicks to Sasha that charades episode? Like, oh my God. Whatever too. Or too. You saw the outfit from the show. Like, it looks like they must have just left immediately after that. Anne's journal.
Sasha, Marcy, and I are finally together.
I didn't notice that part. Trusted. And basically, you know, Anne saying that she trusts Sasha, so happy that it happened. And again, I like that.
You know what? It's
Sorry, back, but Sasha, you know, feeling guilty.
going home. I'm so happy I trusted Sasha again. And I always knew, even after everything that happened, we'd work it out.
And I like that. You see a little bit more character development. You see that Sasha does care more, like, and is sorry for her actions. I like that.
Man, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have tried so hard to be in control again. In the end, where did it get me? Well, that ends now.
Hell yeah.
Someone better. Someone that deserves you.
And that line right there, someone who that deserves you, I'm sure through all the shippers, just blew all their minds, their hands, I'm pretty sure just went, like, someone that deserves you. Wow!
I know what I have to do.
And then I like this bitch, she obviously apologizes.
A robot army is on its way to destroy Wormwood.
Also, where is everyone?
And that's not all. I lied to you about Anne sending us to protect the town. She's been zapped to another world and has no idea I'm even here. I'm no guardian. I'm a fraud. Fraud or no.
And honestly, out of all the towns she could be real to, or, you know, tell everyone to, this is probably the best town because Anne is screwed up so big, as well as Marcy so big, that, like, her just saying, Anne didn't send us to protect the town, I'm lying, but I am gonna protect it now, is such a small thing to Marcy nearly drowning them all.
Not though.
I guess you can't really drown amphibians.
For once in my
I guess you
life,
probably can.
With my last breath, I'm gonna defend this town.
And also, I brought up the design. Oh.
Shut up, Nelly.
Also, just to bring up the designs of Frobos, we have original Frobo. We have the Frobo soldiers, which are the ones with the guns in their hands. We have this transport Frobo, which a cannon in their stomach, which looks badass. These are things like I want toys of.
Honestly, that doesn't seem that bad.
Where's your other sword, girl? Then we have the Balbos. I don't know where her other sword went or why they took it away. Like, she just left it in the barn. And then, give it a minute.
Oh no.
Step Pop comes in. because Grimes just wanting to keep proving he's one of the best parents in Disney history.
Sorry I'm late. I got to think.
Also, I love this scene because you just see these guys like, our whole thing is just grabbing people. We really can't do much over that. Oh God, help us! I love that so much. More throw balls.
30 against 2,
Hardly a fair fight.
Or Baldos. And then, again, more showing of, again, if you know these characters, because yes, she's, what, she was a spy in some ancient war, I can't remember what it was. This guy can fight with his thing, which, I love how he fights just, I don't really see how the fighting, but her using magic spells, that's set up before. Her learning fighting and kickboxing from her, mom. Like, I love that. And these guys pull a Wild Wild West and blow this sucker up. And basically they say, yeah, they're gonna stay and protect the town. I already talked about it. I can talk way more, I'm sure. But yeah, I love these episodes. They're cool. Again, season 3 I think is so far building up to be one of my favorite seasons of Amphibia. And again, it's not saying season 1 or 2 are bad, but a lot of them, at least for me, were a lot of build up for an amazing payoff. But it was a lot of build up, and I'm just like, eh. This one I feel has way more balance throughout all of it, and it maybe because it is the end of the series, so all that build up in the last first 2 seasons, like, all right, we're done with all that build up. Time to let it loose, and I'm loving it. I'm still not sure why she doesn't have her other sword. Did it break when I wasn't looking? She just had it and then just didn't.
That's Utopia.
She just had it and then just didn't. Like right here. Like she... Yeah, she just... And that is still an amazing scene.
Get away from me!
See, she runs in with both swords.
I get it.
And she just doesn't have them. And then when she leaves, she only has her pink sword. I don't know why they did that. I guess maybe they're setting up like she's going to find Anne's sword and be using that for a minute until she gives it back to Anne to use. I'd be my guess. I don't know. But, yeah. But yeah, I love this one. I love all the designs for the different Frobos. I love Grime just showing how much of a good parent he is. I love these two's father-daughter relationship. I just love it. But tell me in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Please share out my videos. Go check out the mystery check for some awesome stuff like this shirt. And Polly. Surprisingly, these haven't sold out yet, which is very surprising. But thanks for watching. Appreciate your videos. Hopefully enjoy this. Please check out my other videos. Check out my other things. Stuff like that. Hopefully I'll be able to get some more stuff out now, especially because my eyes are still healing. But also, well, I got LASIK, so you won't see me with glasses anymore. But also, I can't barely see my camera because I'm guessing it's still adjusting. Hopefully, or I completely screw my vision up somehow. Time will tell. But thanks for watching my videos. Hopefully enjoy this. I love this show. I can't wait to see more. I'm going to watch some Molly, and I'm going to edit all these things together. But thanks for watching my videos. Hopefully enjoy this. Check out my videos, and we will. See you later. Yeah, I love this. Also not sponsored by the Mr. Shack. But shirt is amazing. It's so soft.